Hello everybody, my name is Grant Helm. I'm personal trainer, yoga instructor here at the JCA. And for today's yoga practice, we are going to be doing more of a power or a heated style flow with a little bit more movement as well as a few strong holds. So we're going to begin seated in a comfortable seated position. If you do have a pair of blocks, that will be helpful to use. So come into a nice comfortable seated position, just feel your body present here on the mat. Noticing as the breath enters and leaves the body, what areas of the body is holding a little bit more attention than others. And see with each exhale, if you can just remove just a little bit more of that tension. Feeling the legs heavy on the floor, sitting on a block or a pillow, a blanket, or on the ground itself. Back of the neck is nice and long. The bones behind the ears are lifting up and back towards the sky. Chin slightly tucked. Good. I want you to interlace your hands, bring the elbows touching, hands in front of the face. We're going to take one elbow up and over the other, slowly loosening up the wrist. Notice as the elbows goes up and forward over the other is causing your wrist to move in a circle of motion. Good. Pause, and we're going to reverse direction. So one elbow is going to go up and back over each other, changing the direction of the wrist as well. Good, and release. Hands come back to your thigh. We're going to take a nice big inhale, shoulders come up and forward. Exhale, down and back. Inhale up and forward, exhale down and back, inhale up and forward, exhale down and back. Good, we're going to reverse circles, inhale up and back, exhale down and forward, inhale up and back, exhale down and forward, last one. Good, we're going to take our right arm, reach it up and over, nice side body stretch, making sure that right hip remains rooted onto the floor. Now palm is facing down, nice long reach. And slowly rotate that chest over that left thigh, reaching that right hand. Reach, reach, reach. And inhale, come all the way back up. As you lift that left arm up and over, palm facing down. Keeping that left leg rooted onto the floor, trying to let it rise up. And slowly rotate that chest over the ground, reach into that left arm. And inhale, rise back up. This time we're going to take this more in a wave-like motion. So the right arm can come up and over, rotate that chest down. As you exhale, inhale, left arm up and up. Kind of little half circles right here. Creating space and fluidity in the hips, lower back. Just a few here. Whatever feels good. Always exhale as we lower. Inhale, come back up. One more each direction. Exhale, back down. Inhale as we rise up. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And rise all the way up to the top. Good. Coming onto our hands and knees. Coming to a few cat and cows. Inhale as the belly drops, the gaze rises, creating a nice long line of extension. Exhale, press the ground away from you as you round your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze rises. Exhale, press the ground away from you. You can rock your hip, body back and forth. Any movement that feels good. Work out any kinks, any tension, maybe holding any small crevices of the body. And good, we're going to extend your right leg back, keep your left knee still down on the ground right now, work a little calf stretch. Maybe tuck your left toes now, pick that left knee up on the ground as well. So work to that right calf, knee down, change sides, left hand extends back, left leg extends back, Lift that right knee off the ground, working to those calves. Good, back down. Kind of warming up the wrist, nice little body circles. You want to make sure the creases of your wrist are parallel with the front of your mat. Pressing the ground away from you, kind of making a small fist at the ground, engaging the hands. Good, circle the other way. If this causes any problems in the wrist, you can move those hands back so you can keep more of the weight of your body in those legs. But it feels fine. Hang out here. Good. I want you to tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back for our first downward dog of the day. Now you can pedal those feet, sway those hips side to side. Any movement that feels good to the body. You can bend those knees, keep those hips up, and extend. You can be in stillness, bend one knee at a time. Coming to a few body waves, coming up high on the toes, rolling that body forward to plank position. Bending those knees, those hips come back. Exhale and extend. High on the toes, round forward, bend the knees, hit, extend the legs up. Last one, high on the toes, round vertebrae by vertebrae to plank position. Bend the knees, hips go up and back, and we extend. Lifting the right leg up in the air. Very slowly stepping it between the hands. Left knee lowers. Hands come up on top of the thigh, releasing into the left hip, left psoas. And breathe. Slowly starting to warm up the body. Good, we're going to shift those hips back as the right toes come up. If you have your blocks, you can place your blocks on either side of that right leg. Nice full inhale. Exhale, round that spine over that leg. Your left hand is going to stay down. Your right leg in the front is going to come up and around. Place the sole of the foot behind you. Sink your hips down. Exhale. Hips come up. Nice little wild thing. Nice little back bend. Right hand retools back down. Back to downward dog. And breathe. Good. Left leg extends up. Very slowly step it between the hands. Right knee lowers. Inhale, come up. Untuck the toes behind you. Shoulders are down, nice and relaxed. Releasing into that front hip. And breathe. Have those blocks ready, sink those hips back, toes come up. Nice full inhale. Exhale, round your spine over that front leg. Good. Right hand stays on the ground. Left leg comes around. Sink the hips down. Both soles of the feet come up to the ground. Inhale, pick those hips up. Nice little back bend. And slowly roll back over. Tuck those feet. Downward dog. Here for a couple breaths. Really pressing the ground away from you. Nice long line of extension through the spine. And we slowly walk those feet towards the front of the mat. Keep a big bend in those knees. Let the upper body just melt over those thighs as you rock side to side. It's the first forward fold of the day, so no need to be a hero and go to your deepest right away. Just let the body be loose. Rocking side to side, hold opposite elbows. Shake that head yes and no. Press into the balls of the feet. Inhale vertebrae by vertebrae. As the gaze comes out last. Inhale, arms fully over the head. Exhale, palms to chest. Coming to a few rounds of sun salutation. I want you to inhale, arms up, create a nice gentle back bend. Exhale, we fold. Step the right foot back to the butt as you inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, step the left foot back. Shift your weight forward, keep the elbows tight to the body as we come to chaturanga. Inhale, pull yourself through for a nice gentle cobra. Hang out here for a couple breaths. And press those hips Down and back. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back for downward dog. That right leg is going to lift up. Step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, step the left foot up as we fold down. Inhale, round vertebrae by vertebrae, arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms to chest. Good again. Inhale, arms come up, gentle back bend. Exhale, we fold. This time we're going right foot steps back. Inhale as we come up. Nice little lunge. Exhale, step the left foot back. Slowly chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Tuck those toes, hips up and back. Downward dog. Here for a couple breaths. Good, as that left leg rises, slowly step the foot between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot meet the left as we fold. Inhale, round up vertebrae by vertebrae, arms come up overhead. And exhale, good, palms to chest. Good. So we're coming to Sun Salutation A now. Inhale, create a nice gentle back bend. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Now you can either step back like how we did before, or you can bend those knees, push your hands on the earth, as you can slowly float or jump back to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Should be light on the hands as that weight is pulling back towards those heels. Belly button draws to the spine, the sit bones come toward the heels. Good, you can either walk, step, or step like how you did in the first Sun Salutation, or you can come up high on those toes, bend the knees as you jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round vertebrae, vertebrae, arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms to chest. Good again. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Good, you can walk, step, or jump, bend those knees as you float back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to chest. One more Sun Salutation A. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now we're here in downward dog. I'm gonna fix my hair before it comes completely undone. Need me a new hair tie. See if I can triple tie this guy so he'll stay. Keep breathing. So I'm about to rejoin y'all here in a second. Boop. That'll work. Here we go. So coming back to the front of the mat, bend those knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we round vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, palms to chest. Sun Salutation B. Inhale, single sit down and back. You come into the low chair, belly button spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg lifts. Step the right foot between the mat. Left heel pivots down, toes board towards the left corner of the mat. Keep those hips square as you inhale, arms come up for a nice warrior one. Make sure your knee and those toes are pointing in the same direction. And we exhale, lower. Right foot steps back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time as the left leg raises up to the sky, slowly step it in between the hands. Right heel pivots down. Inhale, warrior one, and breathe. Slow down the breath, keep the jaw soft. And we're creating a little bit more heat now. Good, hands you turn down, left foot steps back. Slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe for 5 breaths. Here we come up high on those toes. Walk, step, or jump back to the front of the mat. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink those hips down and back. Let's come to low chair. Exhale, all the way back up. Good, one more sun salutation B. Inhale, sink those hips down and back. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog cobra. Exhale, downward dog. This time we're going to go left leg first, up and back. Very slowly, step the feet between the hands. Right heel pivots down. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, left arm comes up and over, stargazer. Exhale, left arm lowers to the thigh, right arm spirals around. Open up for side lunge, extended side angle. Both hands return back down, chest squares up, left foot steps back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg lifts up towards the sky, very slowly step it between the hands. Left heel pivots down as we inhale, come up for a warrior one. And pivot the heel, exhale. Warrior two. Inhale, right arm up, stargazer. Exhale, right arm to right thigh. Inhale, left arm up and over, extended side angle. Hands return down, step the right foot to meet the left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog cobra. Exhale, downward dog for 5 breaths. Good, come up high on those toes, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, sink those hips down and back. Exhale, nice and tall. Good job. Keeping those feet together, big toes together, heels slightly apart. I want you to sink back into the chair one more time. Exhale, we fold. We're going to take our left foot to our butt, take a big step to the back for a mat, nice crescent lunge, toes both facing forward. Inhale, arms come up, nice crescent lunge, and breathe. I want you to bring those arms into cactus arms, open nice and wide, slowly lean back, open the heart and chest up towards the sky, still sinking into those legs. Just slowly shift forward, arms go back. We're not resting our chest on our thigh, we are nice and strong. And while we're here, we're gently pressing our heel into the ground and slowly engaging, pulling it back towards us to engage that hamstring. Nice, strong pose here. Good, left hand stays, comes down to the ground. Exhale, spiral that chest towards the right. And breathe. Good, left hand stays as that right leg comes up and around, sink those hips. Come into a wild thing. Come up and over, nice little back bend again. Left leg is straight, right leg is bent, pressing the ground away from you. Very slowly bring that leg back around. Back forward, back to a nice crescent lunge. Left knee comes down towards the earth. Sink those hips back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And breathe. Left hand stays down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, spiral that chest towards the right. You can keep your hand on the block. Bring that floor closer to you. Still pressing through the ball of the big toe of that right foot. Keeping those hips nice and square. You'll return the hands back down. Walk those feet, or walk those hands back forward again. Tuck the back toes. Extend that back leg. Right foot comes back and meets the left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Come up high on those toes. Bend those knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, palms to chest. Good, now we got the other side. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, sink those hips down and back. Exhale, we fold. This time take a big step, right heel towards the butt, step back of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Nice crescent lunge. Sinking toes legs, really take the thigh, the back leg, and pull it back towards the hamstring, squaring off those hips. Good, coming to cactus arms, opening the heart and chest up. Good, slowly shift that weight forward, arms go back. Not resting on that thigh, nice long line of extension. Actively pulling that left heel in to the ground and pulling back towards you. Activating that hamstring. Right hand comes to the earth. Spiral that left arm toward the sky, still staying strong through the legs. Good, take that left leg up and around. Sink those hips, right leg stay straight. Wild thing on the other side. Pressing those hips up to the sky. Good, right toes pivot around, left leg comes back and around. Placing it back towards the front of the mat. Back knee lowers to the earth, untuck the toes, sink those hips back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, round that spine over the legs. And breathe. Slow down that breath. Activate the parasympathetic. Calm down the mind, calm down the body after all that work. How quickly can you return to your normal rate of breath? Right hand stays down. Exhale, spiral that chest towards the right or towards the left. Return the hand back down. Shift your weight back forward again. Left leg comes back and meets the right. Knees wide, feet together. Child's pose. Here for a couple breaths. Slowly come back forward. If you have your blocks, these will be good for you to use. We're going to practice a crow variation where we keep the blocks just on the outside of the knees. The hands can be here. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, dictionary, whatever the case may be you want to use. And we're slowly going to shift that weight forward. Keep the top of the toes on the ground. And all we're doing, bringing the knees up, lift those hips up, pressing tall through here, and slowly lower. Shift forward, tops of the feet down, lift those knees up, building nice strength through the anterior delts and the chest and the shoulders. Press the ground away from you, knees come up towards the sky, and slowly lower back down. Hips and knees lift up towards the chest and the sky. Okay, let's go 2 more. Shift forward. Good, back down. Last one, press the ground away from you. Legs come up, and back down. Good. Share the arms, take out the chest. Whew. We're gonna come through another round of that. If that was challenging for you, you can hang out right there and do that again. But for those that want to take it further, we're gonna shift forward. And this time, instead of keeping the feet on the ground, we're just gonna bring the whole body up towards the chest and slowly lowering it back down. So shift that way forward, press the ground away from you. Both legs rise up and slowly lower. You can always keep the feet down or practice just hanging out here, pressing that ground away from you. All those options are okay. 4 more. Shift forward, keep the feet down, or you can bring them up and slowly lower. Shift forward, press nice and tall, feet up, slowly lower. Shift forward, nice and tall, feet the butt, slowly lower. Last one, nice and shift that weight forward, knees to chest, feet up, and slowly lower. Whew. Right. Sink those feet back, coming back to all fours. Lift those hips up and back, downward dog. Slowly walk those feet to the front of the mat. This time, let's go feet wider than hip distance. A lot of bend. Upper body just melts over. Kind of heel toe, those feet out. The toes are turning out, sink those hips down and back. If you have blocks, you can sit on top of your blocks. Elbows come to the inside of the knee. As we press the knees, the elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. And breathe. Lift that chest nice and tall. Good. Extend those legs. Toes turning forward. You can hang out here in a forward fold, or if you're able to, you can place the hands, the backside of the hands down onto the floor and the fingers pointing towards your heels. As you come into gorilla pose, where you can massage the wrists, stand on top of the feet, have as much bend those knees as you need. Breathe here. You'll release the hands, press into both feet nice and evenly around the spine of vertebrae by vertebrae. Gaze comes up last. Good. We are coming into a standing balance series. We go straight to here. We're going to start with dancer pose. So we're going to start by rooting our right foot into the floor. Then we're going to grab the inside from that left foot. Try to keep those hips and chest nice and square. Slowly try to keep that chest upright as you're extending that left leg. Make my balance up and back as the right arm remains up towards the sky. Nice all line, press the foot into the hands to create that little slight bend. Nice and strong. If you come out balance, it's okay. Try to keep those hips nice and square. And breathe. Keep the eyebrows relaxed, nice and soft. Exhale, nice and softer. Find to have a little focus point that you can stare at and focus. And slowly come back up the center. If you can't, try not to tap your foot down. As you extend, reach that left leg in front of you. Reach to the heel, lift that left leg as high as you can, build that quad strength. We're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross that right foot over that left foot over that right knee. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly sink those hips back as we come into a standing pigeon. Now if you have blocks, you can bring them close to you or a chair to use for support. You sink those hips down, place the hands on the chair. Now there are a couple options you can do here. A, you can hang out here and just enjoy the stretch. B, you can try to come to a toe balance where you sit on top of your heel. And then you can start taking one hand off, then the other, balancing here. Actually do pretty good. There you go. Or the third option, you can come, there's actually the arm balance here, where you take the left foot around that right elbow, kind of hook it in there. You come into like a crow pigeon, whatever this you want to call it, flying pigeon, where you keep that hook, right foot comes up, or you can extend that leg back and breathe here. Slowly come back, or hang out in the benefit of the stretch. Either of those options are okay. And prepare to come up, extend that left leg. Shake out the right foot, shake out the left. Now we got two sides. So I'll do this one facing the camera. You're gonna grab a hold of your right foot with your right hand. Nice deep inhale. Slowly press that foot into the hand, keep those hips nice and square as we extend the leg behind us. As it rises up towards the sky, keep that chest nice and tall too. Don't let the chest cave in. Reaching that foot high and back as you can. Hips nice and square and breathe. Just slowly come back to center. Try not to touch it if you can help it. Right leg lifts in front of you. Reaching through the heel, high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross that right foot over. Slowly sink down. If you have your blocks, you can place your hands on your blocks. Slowly sink those hips down. You may notice one side may be a little bit tighter than the other. Or you can practice coming down to a toe balance. This one's pretty challenging to do and it takes a lot of practice. Oh, it's okay. I'm looking forward to the other one. You can always still hang out here, or you can practice the flying pigeon, where you hook your that foot around the elbow, place the shin on top of the other one, hands down, shift that weight forward. You can extend that back leg. Slowly come back up. Nice and tall, extend that right leg. Shake out the feet, shake out the hands. Coming down to a low squat again. Let's go toes out, heels in. Slowly come on down to a nice little low squat. Sitting nice and tall, work those hips. Maybe rocking a little side to side. Shift that weight forward. You can kind of walk those feet back as you come into our tabletop all fours. So the hard work for this class is done. We're coming to more of the relaxing and releasing portion. So we're going to start with the lizard, half lizard. I want the hands to be on the inside of that left foot. Okay, and we're going to walk that back leg back. Start off nice and tall. Untuck those back toes. The hands on the inside of that left knee. As you slowly lower down, you can have your hands on blocks or you can stay up nice and tall and just hang out and breathe here. Either of those options are okay. You don't want to force anything, just really relax and release into it. And breathe. Few more breaths here. You can grab your work a little bit lower or just hang out where you are. I like kind of rocking a little back and forth, working the creases of the hips. Make sure we're breathing, keeping the face nice and relaxed. Stimulate the vagus nerve. If you watched the video last week, you did a full practice on the vagus nerve, so if you didn't watch it, make sure you go back and watch it. It is definitely a keeper. You're going to slowly press the ground away from you. Lift yourself back up. Left leg comes around, knees wide, feet together. Child's pose, and breathe. Good. Slowly lift yourself back up. This time that right foot comes to the outside of those hands, keeping those hips nice and square. Starting off nice and tall, or you can literally gradually start working lowering down. Just make sure we're breathing. Softening the body, softening the mind. Few more breaths here. press the ground away from you. Then lift yourself up. Both legs come back around, knees wide, feet together. Child's pose. Coming into probably my favorite pose that got me into yoga, we're coming into pigeon. So we're going to take the left knee to the left wrist, the left foot to the right wrist. If you have a blocking pillow, place a blocking pillow underneath that left thigh to kind of help keep those hips square. Even if you are able to get those hips and thigh all the way to the floor, it's better to be elevated more so you can square those hips before you slowly lower down to the earth. And breathe. Kind of quiet the mind, bring the focus on the sensations going on within the body, trying to melt the tension. Those hips store so much of our stress, our worries, our anxiety, all of our thoughts. So just kind of let it all go with each exhale. Slowly press yourself back up. Extend that left leg back. You can come to a downward dog, pedal those feet. Good. So now bring the right knee to the right wrist, right ankle to the left wrist. Place that block underneath that right thigh. Keep those hips nice and square. Nice full inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower. And breathe. Couple more breaths. Slowly press yourself back out. Remove the block. Come to the seat. Bring both legs around. Shake those legs out. Slowly lowering down onto your back. Coming to a nice gentle bridge. You can come restore to bridge, replace a block underneath your sacrum, the area in between the two hip bones. Relax and breathe here. If you want to, you can come into a restorative inversion. Lift those feet up. Let the blood flow back to the heart and brain. Come to nice full little ankle circles. And let the legs go out to the side. Just come back up. You have a block, slowly lower back down. Coming to a nice twist. Let the right leg be straight. Hug the right knee into the chest. Take the right hand across the left knee, pull it over to the right. And breathe. If you want to take it deeper, you can reach the right hand for the left foot. As you extend that leg, pull that hip towards the front of your mat. Slowly let go of that leg as you come back around the center. The left leg stay straight, hug the right knee in. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring that leg over. And grab a hold of the left hand to the right foot for a little deeper twist. Send that right hip towards the front of your mat. Just slowly let go. Bring that leg back around, back nice and center. And shake out the legs, shake out the arms, and the last little movement you have in you as you come into the final Shavasana. Let the body feel heavy. Let the bones, muscles, all the organs just melt to the back side of the body. Completely surrender. Slowly bring your movement back to the fingers and toes, rolling over to the right side, pressing yourself up to a seated position. And as we take the gratitude we cultivated from today's practice on our mat out into the world and those around you, namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to check out all the other videos we have done and uploaded, and hope you have a great day. Thank you.